Hey guys, it's Jean, and today I am here with a brand new video for you all, and it is a high school Q&A. Last week I asked you guys all to leave me comments down below on one of my videos, and most of you guys followed directions, so here's your prize. So, the first question is, if you could redo anything in high school, what would you do differently and why? So, let's see here. I'd say I would be more, I don't know. It's a tough question. Because, okay, in all honesty, no, actually no, there is something I'd redo. I would redo the way that I studied. Because if I vamped up the way that I studied, then getting A's and B's would not be as hard as I made it to be. Made it out to be. Yeah, I would have just like focused more and did my homework more thoroughly. That way, like in the end, I wouldn't have had to worry as much as I did throughout high school. So the next question is, are you nervous or worried about college? I'm not really worried. I'm more so nervous. I actually leave for school when I sit down to film this video in 9 days. So today is July 20th, and I leave on July, well, it's not technically 9 days, it's like 9 days and some hours, but today is July 20th and I leave on July 31st, so I'm kind of nervous because I gotta make all new friends and everything, but for the most part I'm really excited, and you guys will get to meet my roommate. I'm gonna do some college vlogs, a dorm room tour, and I'm also gonna do a room tour of my room at home before I leave. That way you guys can kind of like see everything, because I haven't done a room tour in a really long time. I don't even think my most recent room tour is like open to the public. I think it's on private because I just look so young and weird. So yeah. So the next question, it's actually a cluster of questions, so let's just take this one by one. How do you feel about college parties? Are they okay to attend or no? Since I'm not in college yet, I can't fully answer this question with my experience, but from my like assumption of experience, I'd say that going out a few times here and there and doing responsible things isn't all that bad. I personally was not a partier in high school. I don't know, it may change in college, I'm not too sure, but I do know that if I do choose to go out in college, it will most definitely be responsibly. So yeah, the next question is, what extracurricular activities / sports / work will you do outside of regular classes? So in high school, let's see, what is this? Extracurriculars in high school. I was in Social Justice League, which was just kind of like a, it was kind of sort of a awareness group, you know, for different ethnicities in our school. I was on my city's youth council. I was actually president of that, and it's where you kind of like basically spearhead ideas for your city that are like youth oriented. Then let's see what else I do. I played tennis for 3 years in high school. I was in marching band, I was in regular band, and a couple other things. I was really active in high school, so. And then in college, I plan to be active as well. There's a thing at University of Alabama called the Freshman Forum, which is a leadership group from my understanding. So I hope to be a part of that. And there are a few other like organizations and clubs that I'm looking at. So when I finalize my plans with that, then I will definitely update you all on what's going on in college, extracurricular wise. And then in high school, I did work. I worked at the place that I was at, or I am at currently, for about 3 years. And then in college, I plan on working a little bit, you know, here and there. Then the next question is, how does the whole roommate process go, like figuring out who you are rooming with? So at University of Alabama, you pay your deposit and you go on and you take like kind of like a personality quiz. And then from there, you're matched up like percentage-wise with other people. I personally didn't like find my roommate through the roommate like portal. I actually found my roommate on Twitter because a lot of people were using the UA20 like hashtag on Twitter. So my roommate Maddie, which you guys will meet soon, tagged her tweet and she was like looking for a roommate, and I was like, girl, me too. So that's how we ended up being roommates. But for the most part, you kind of just gotta like get really active on social media to find a roommate. So yeah. Then the next question is, what do you wish you had done differently in your senior year? So differently in my senior year, this is kind of similar to question number 1, but senior year, honestly, probably focused a little bit more. I finished strong, but I could have finished stronger had I like buckled down and focused a little bit more. Don't let senioritis get to you, okay? Next question is, when did you start applying to colleges? August 1st, when the Common App opened up. I was sitting down at my computer, filling out Common App, and getting the schools that I wanted to apply to all together. Next is, how long did it take you to finish one application? It kind of depended on the caliber of the application. If it was an application that required 3 essays, then that probably took me like 2 days, because I'm the kind of person, if I have to write an essay for something that's really important, especially in school, I can't write it in one sitting because I will A, overlook some things, B, it won't sound cohesive and together. So at max, the applications that required me to do like 3 and 4 essays, it took me like 2 days. Applications that only required like 1 essay probably took me 1 day, and not even a full day, probably like maybe 3 or so hours. So that is it for my college Q&A. That is it for my college/high school Q&A. If you guys have any more questions, please do to leave them down in the comments, and I will be sure to respond. Otherwise, I hope you guys all enjoyed. Check me out on Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, everything. And I will talk to y'all soon. Bye, guys.